mysterious doomsday virus suddenly breaks out the moment you fall asleep. It kills you in your sleep. Luckily, the main character Matt works as a night security guard, so when the virus started spreading, he was still awake. After getting off work, Matt heads to a friend's party, only to be shocked by what he sees. Everyone at the party is fast asleep. Matt checks a woman's pulse and quickly realizes something is terribly wrong. They are not just sleeping, they have completely stopped breathing. Thinking it might be carbon monoxide poisoning, Matt quickly carries everyone into his car and rushes to the nearest hospital. But something feels off. The roads are completely empty, not a single car in sight. Even the hospital entrance is deserted. When they entered inside the hospital, the staff here was already busy. It was hard to find a nurse, but she told them that the hospital was severely understaffed tonight, and they needed to wait in line to get checked. Left with no choice, the two sit anxiously in the lobby. Also waiting nearby is a married couple. While sitting there, they slowly drift off to sleep, but only moments later, they suddenly start foaming at the mouth and collapse. Matt rushes over and checks on them, only to discover that both of them are dead. The nurse sees this and instantly realizes something is terribly wrong. Just a few moments ago, the head nurse had said she was tired and wanted to take a quick nap. The nurse runs to the office in a panic, only to find that the head nurse has also died in her sleep. Although they couldn't believe it, from the current situation, as long as they fell asleep, it was very likely that they would die just like them. To test their theory, they drive through the city, hoping to find someone who has managed to stay alive. As a result, after half a day of driving, they didn't see half a person. Even the nurse got out of the car and fired a shot into the sky, and not a single person noticed them at all. Matt starts panicking and immediately calls his girlfriend, telling her that no matter what happens, she absolutely cannot fall asleep. But her phone is already turned off, and he cannot get through. With no other choice, Matt races toward her house like a madman. At that moment, his girlfriend Amy has just taken 2 sleeping pills because of insomnia. Right as she's about to fall asleep, Matt suddenly kicks the door open and bursts inside. But when he enters, he cannot find Amy anywhere. Amy thought someone had broken into her house, only to realize it was Matt. After hearing everything that happened tonight, Amy instantly panics. She rushed into the bathroom and tried to buckle her throat before she managed to spit out the sleeping pills. The four of them sit down together and start discussing what to do next. They have already gone more than 24 hours without sleep. If they cannot find a way to stop this mysterious virus soon, the effects of sleep deprivation alone will eventually drive them insane. To stay awake, they decide to head back to the hospital and get some stimulants to keep themselves alert. But when they arrive at the hospital again, they suddenly hear cries for help coming from one of the rooms. They rush inside and discover that an elderly woman is still alive. Because she has cancer, she is in constant pain, which has kept her from falling asleep. But after calling for help all night and having nobody answer her, the old woman has already started thinking that dying might be easier than continuing like this. After hearing her story, the nurse quickly goes to get her some pain medication. Once she learns about the mysterious virus spreading everywhere, the old woman makes a bold decision. She knows she does not have much time left anyway, so she decides to become their test subject and help them figure out a way to stop the virus. They give her sleeping pills and place her inside an MRI machine. After running several tests, the nurse notices that right after she falls asleep, nothing unusual happens to her body. The readings only show that she has entered the dream state. But 3 minutes later, a sudden hormonal spike appears in her brain activity, and right after that, her heart stops beating, which means only one thing: the old woman had a dream after falling asleep, and somehow that dream killed her. Everyone racks their brains trying to figure out what kind of dream could actually kill someone. Just as all hope seems lost, the highly intelligent Matt suddenly comes up with an idea. If the old woman died after dreaming for 3 minutes, then he just needs to sleep for 2.5 minutes and have the others wake him up before it is too late. That way, Matt can see what the dream really is. Maybe those 2.5 minutes will be enough for him to figure out a way to break whatever is happening. Matt lies down on the hospital bed and starts trying to fall asleep. Before long, he slowly drifts off. The moment he falls asleep, he suddenly wakes up in a barren wasteland. A chain is wrapped around his ankle, and no matter how hard he struggles, he cannot break free. After struggling for what feels like an entire day, Matt is completely exhausted. Just when he begins to lose hope, his mother suddenly appears and hands him a glass of water. But right as Matt is about to drink it, a mysterious old man suddenly appears and shouts for him not to drink it. The old man uses some strange power, sending Matt's mother back into the car as if time itself had reversed. He tells Matt to look carefully at the glass in his hand, and Matt is instantly horrified by what he sees. The woman pretending to be his mother was actually created by the virus. It takes the form of the person the dreamer trusts the most, then offers them this poisoned water and kills them inside the dream. The old man tells him that if he wants a safe place to survive, he needs to go to Aristera. The moment he finishes speaking, the 2.5 minutes are up, and Matt is successfully awakened by his friends. Surprisingly, although an entire day seemed to pass inside the dream, only 2.5 minutes had gone by in the real world. Matt tells the others about this place called Aristera. After checking the map, they discover that the place actually exists.